ambulance took Austin and me back to GH, and, well, I mean, you know the rest.
Yeah, and Austin doesn't remember anything after he was knocked unconscious.
Well, as far as I know.
I don't know what I'm missing. Peter spirits you away so that you can all be a family again. Who else would take Louise? And why? You know?
Didn't Peter say he had information on where Louise is?
Oh, he's lying. You know, he's just trying to trade information on the disappearance of your daughter to get out of this long prison sentence that he's facing.
Or he's using her as a bargaining chip.
Anything's possible, I suppose. But the forensics went through those woods with a fine-tooth comb. There's no outside witnesses. There's no other evidence. Peter, if he had an accomplice, then, I don't know, I mean, they were a magician. I'm sorry, I don't mean to be flip, but just all of it, it just always just leads me back to the last people that saw Louise, which were you and Austin.
Every time somebody asks me about that day, I feel like I did something wrong.
Oh, come on, Maxi. No one's blaming you. You were kidnapped. You were forced to give birth in the middle of the woods. I'm sorry. I'm just trying to process things out loud, that's all.
Yeah. If you'll excuse me for a minute.
Are you all right?
Yeah, I need a minute.
Was that Maxi Jones?
Was that an altercation with Drew Kane?
Well, more of a misunderstanding.
I'm sure you're misunderstood.
And finally, someone who gets me.
I am not in the mood. What do you want?
Well, for as my shadow, you'd already know. Or were you too busy discomforting Maxi?
She is no business of yours.
A damsel in distress is always the business of a man of chivalry.
It may come as a surprise to you, but we've all moved on from the 50s.
What was she upset about?
Like I said, Maxi is none of your business.
Time is of the essence, Peter. What's the key to getting Drew Kane to tell me what I need to know?
First, you get me Maxi and my daughter.
It's called compassion, Anna. It's dreadful what happened to Maxi's baby, isn't it?
And what the hell do you know about my baby?
So we agreed, no Amsterdam.
No Amsterdam. But Bailey and I still have to go somewhere.
What are you thinking?
I don't know. Maybe the Metro Court? I mean, hotels have security? No?
Too many people, too few questions. It doesn't scream safe to me.
Okay, well, I could talk to Uncle Sonny.
What, just tell him the whole story?
Good point. Look, we have to come up with something. I promised Maxi that I would keep Bailey safe, and I cannot fail now.
I have an idea.
Tell me.
Place that has 24-hour security provided by a trained officer of the law.
You don't mean...
Move in with me.